I feel sorry for Robert Pattinson with his name being attached to Twilight. I'm pretty sure if he had his way, he would have preferred to have risen on fame and fortune in the Harry Potter universe, but alas, Cedric Diggory was killed off, so he had to make his name with the sparkly vampire. But here, he had a chance to redeem himself with a world-renowned director in the film Cosmopolis. And don't get me wrong, Pattinson is good in this, and it does prove that he does have the chops to act. It's just that the script and the story he has to deal with is crap. The very first scene in which we're introduced to Pattinson's character, Eric, sets itself up to be an unlikable bastard of a character, where he declares to his bodyguard that he wants a haircut, and he has to drive all the way across town, and he doesn't care how it's going to inconvenience other people around him. By God, he's going to get that haircut! The thing is, though, I don't really care for his character. I mean, yes, it's a world of business, and he has to have some sort of degree of aloofness to him. But come on, Buck from Far Cry 3, I liked more than Eric here. And the character Eric himself isn't the only problem. The main problem I found with it is that there are way too many things going on in this film, but no one has the guts or the will to explain what these things are going on, or what relevance they have to the plot, or what effect they have on Eric to begin with. Literally, someone is stabbed in the eye on television, and no one bats an eye. Even Eric standing there watching this kind of... That's it. That's his expression. That was just me acting out Eric's reaction to a man being stabbed in the eye on television. He doesn't look away, he doesn't change the channel, he doesn't go, "Oh my God!" or doesn't open the car door and throw up on the outside. He just carries on business as usual. And the film itself carries on in business as usual in this way of a lot of things going on and not explaining what these things are or what relevance they have. The dialogue is way too heady. Yes, it is in plain English, but often I felt like it could have gotten away with being spoken in Shakespearean language, the way it was carrying on. The best description I can explain for this film, it's like an earthquake during a psychology lecture where the professor is totally oblivious to what's going on around him, or that the ground beneath him is actually moving. Seriously, one part of the film, Eric and one of his associates, they were having a philosophical discussion of what the future has in store. Meanwhile, these rioters are rocking the limo back and forth. And, okay, I know it's supposed to be realistic and all, but wouldn't the realistic thing have been to, freak out a little bit, or at least call the police, or have been, Nope, they just sit there bored, going back and forth like this, holding their gin and tonics, and hoping that the police will come by and take care of everything for them. If anything, this movie reminds me a lot of Ghost in the Shell, the standalone complex, and to that extent, Citizen Kane, in that you have to take a class to understand this film. And granted, while I did watch the behind the scenes of this film, I did start to understand this film a little bit more, but that is where the problem lies. If you have to go dig deeper past the film in order to understand what's going on in the film to begin with, then it's just not a well-made film to begin with. Sorry, Robert. Maybe better luck on the next film.